Well, hello. This is Theo Brady from Theo Brady Consultant, bringing you another episode of Something Need to Be Said. We're going to get right into this, but before we do that, let me share with you why something need to be said. Something need to be said invite change agents to talk about the great things that they are doing across PA and local communities. Basically, something need to be said about them. Ordinary people doing extraordinary things. My guest today is Vicki Landers. Vicki is the founder and executive director of Disability Pride PA. Disability Pride PA promotes more visibility and cultivate the pride felt within our community as we advocate for an inclusive world. So I want to welcome Vicki. Welcome, Vicki.
Hi, Theo. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being so patient with me. Often, I I say one of these things, Vicki, that we don't know about the resources that are available to us, and most of the time, people don't take advantage of that. So that's why I started. Something need to be said because I wanted to bring in people like you. So thank you.
That's amazing.
All
That
right.
is amazing.
Now, the first question I got a first question and I got a last question that I always ask in this segment. And the first question I want to ask is basically, what pushed you into this area, this focus that you have? My story is that I was playing a game I loved, playing high school football, and I broke my neck and became a C4, C5 quadriplegic, which pushed me into this world. So we all got this story, and so I want to ask you that. What is your story?
That's a great question. So I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and um, bipolar disorder it has its ups and downs. I was unmedicated and undiagnosed for a very long time, and I ended up um, homeless on the streets here in Philadelphia, living on couches. And I was recommended to go down to the Liberty Resources, which is the Center for Independent Living here in Philly. And they had an art studio in the basement. And somebody told me, this is a great place, hang out. And I went down and I felt a part of the community. I felt I had a place to go and a place that wanted to hear from me. Um, and one of the things that really kicked me into disability pride was the very first um, event that they had, and they asked me for my help, and I took off from there.
That is awesome. That is awesome. It's amazing how we enter into this whole area of advocacy, and I love people's story, and so I get excited when they share their story. So my next question, Vicky, what's the mission? What is the vision that you have behind Disability Pride PA? What you hope to accomplish?
So our goal is that we have an inclusive world where everybody feels equal parts of our society. I want disabled people to feel proud of who they are, and their identity, and for their community, because sometimes it's tough. And what we want, our mission is to make Pennsylvania disability proud. Um,
Yeah,
that
that's
is that is that is what we want, and we're going to keep striving for it.
awesome. Awesome. I love that. I love it. How can people join you, Vicky? How can we join with what you're doing and support you?
Um, that's a great question. We always are looking for more people who want to come and sit at the table with us, have a voice, um, tell us what they want to see, what they want to see changed, how we can do better. What are the things that we should be doing that we maybe don't know about? Um, you can email me, and I'm sure our information will be at the end of this. You can reach out to us on our website, and or you can give us a call. I mean, we're very open. I love to bring people, um, different people all together and just have great conversation and see how we can be better.
Awesome, awesome. Uh, and I get that. I get that. We need to collaborate. We need to get together, and everybody deserves a place at the table, so their voices to be can be heard. Now, one of the
Mhm.
things I know you're doing, and I want to bring up a slide here in regard to what I'm showing is the three different disability pride across the Pennsylvania. I want you to talk about that real quick.
Sure. We're really excited. Right before COVID, we were talking about expanding across the state and providing assistance to disability advocates across the state on having events in their areas. So we're really excited. This year is our tenth anniversary of Disability Pride Philadelphia, but it'll be the first Disability Pride Pittsburgh event on July 23rd.
Mm,
And then also we're doing Disability Pride Central PA, which will be in Harrisburg this year. It's going to be on the Capitol steps on October 3rd.
that is awesome. And the big one is in Philadelphia. I just brought that slide up. Vicky, talk about those dates.
Sure. Here in Philly, we always do a Disability Pride Week because we're different, and that's what we do. So we started Disability Pride Week. It starts on June 6th. One of the things that's really important is we have a flag raising ceremony, and the flag that we fly over City Hall for the entire week is the National Adapt flag. To me, that is the Disability Pride flag. It is honors the folks that came before us and the fight,
Yeah.
but it also is kind of a call to action to things that still need to be done, which you and I talk about all the time.
Yes.
Um, on Tuesday, we're doing social justice art projects to get ready for the parade on Saturday. And we're doing that at the National Constitution Center. On Wednesday, we're having a town hall where we're talking about voting access. Primaries just ended. We
Mm,
need to talk about what went wrong, what were the good, bad, and the ugly to make sure we're ready for November.
yes.
Um, one of the new exciting events that we've added just yesterday is that we are going to be doing a private screening of the movie Then Barbara Met Al. And it's to me, it's really exciting because we're celebrating the 10th anniversary. And the founder of the Disability Pride Philadelphia Parade is Alan Holdsworth, who is the star of the movie. Well, the movie is based on him and his partner, Barbara Lisiski, and their beginnings in the 1990s and how they activities. And one of my favorite things is that we're having resource tables because I don't believe that people find or know where to find the resources that they need
Yeah.
um, in all aspects.
Yes. We totally agree on that. And as you were talking, I was showing some pictures of your past parades and some
Mm-hmm.
pictures, and they look great. And I'm challenging you all: be a part of this, right? Be a part of history. History always has the beginning, right? And all of a sudden we find ourselves being a part of history. So come out and join that parade, whether it's in Philadelphia, whether it's in Pittsburgh or Harrisburg, Central PA. There's something exciting about coming together and being visible and challenging those myths, stereotypes, and misconceptions that mainstream society have about people with disabilities. So thank you for taking over Pennsylvania, as you put it. She's taking PA. I'm excited about that, and I'm going to join you as you do that. You also do other stuff, though. I'm going to bring up a picture on your chat and shoot. Talk about that, will you please, Vicki?
Sure. The chat and chew I started this year because I wanted to talk to folks in the community, folks that were doing stuff, really great stuff for the community, but also that the pieces that people aren't talking about enough.
Hmm.
Um, we have done talking about voting rights with Disability Rights Pennsylvania. We talked about assistive technology with PATF.
Hmm.
And last month was super exciting. We talked to Ethos Cannabis about the benefits of medical marijuana and where it stands here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, yeah. I challenge you all to join those chat and shoes. You can just be yourself and ask the questions. And again, the stuff you need to know, right? And the best way to do it is talk to people who already been through it. Okay, you got another one coming up, a social justice one, I believe.
Yes, we are going to be talking about really what 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 needs to be done as far as social justice. I always take social justice to an art piece,
Mm-hmm.
um, just because I believe social justice starts with art. You know, that your posters, your signs, the things that you have with you. That's a very important part of the disability rights movement. And social justice is everybody's justice. I
Yes.
think that it's the broader term that encompasses all of us and all of the things that we need to do together.
Yeah, yeah. That's exciting, Vicky. Also, I know we've been talking about a lot of stuff, but you can't do that stuff alone. So I'm gonna bring up a slide of some of your sponsors. So talk about who supports you. Who are you? And again, I'm showing how you can contact Vicky at Disability Pride PA, disabilitypridepa.org. Vicky, if you don't mind giving your email address, I don't have that, but
Okay.
you share it real quick.
Sure. You can reach me at Vicki, Vicki, at disabilitypridepa.org.
Aw-
Or you can give us a call at the office at 267
Awesome. Last question, Vicky. I love to hear this from everybody I invite. What is one thing that you can share with a person with a disability or a parent with a child with disability? What is that one thing that you would want them to hang on to?
Find your community. Your community is going through it, they've been through it, and they're a great resource to find out the things that you need, the things that you can do. It's not all about your medical or where to find this equipment. It's about where you can travel. What kind of things can you have fun on? I just gave somebody some information about a beach buggy that's accessible for them to go on vacation with. I mean, there's so many resources out there, and our community is a wealth of information.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're so right about that. I share this a lot. I am so much more than my disability and my wheelchair. There's so much more to me, and in regard to a quality of life and living well with your disability. I can manage my condition. There's all that other stuff that is a challenge for folks who are living with a disability, and we deserve an opportunity, an equal playing field for that. So every,
Absolutely.
everything you're saying is right on key. So I want to thank you, Vicky, for joining us. You are an ordinary person doing extraordinary things, and something needs to be said about it. All right.
So thank you so much.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate your inviting me here and giving me the space. And I'm a change agent. That's really that's
Yes.
very exciting news.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. We are a change agent. Got to make it better. It's at least attempt to make it better. All right. And you're doing, like I said, extraordinary stuff. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
joining.
you.
Yep. Bye bye now.
Bye bye.